Are you concerned about a young person, a child or an adolescent who may be feeling highly anxious these days, maybe very sad and down? Perhaps they're angry and irritable and they make life for everybody in the family difficult. If this is your concern, then the Human Givens approach have got a lot to offer, and it gives us a particular lens through which we can look at what it is that's going on for these children, and then offer some ways and some tips and some ideas that you can use to make the situation better. The Human Givens looks at people's mental health through the lens of needs and resources. We all have physical and psychological needs, so do our children, and we have the resources to meet these needs. Now, when a child is very young, their resources are very limited. Sometimes it's only about screaming and getting us, their carers, to care for them. As they mature, as they grow up, they learn to develop their resources, hopefully, in a way that's going to help them meet their needs. So what are their needs? They need to feel secure. They need to feel that they belong. They need to feel that they achieve and they are good enough. They need to be interested and stretched. They need some fun time. And they need to have a sense of control, a sense that they've got a say in whatever is happening to them. So when you think of this list of needs, can you see how difficult it is to meet these needs in balance now that we're all locked in, school isn't working, we connect to each other through maybe social media, but we don't have the opportunity to be physically near the people we care about. Not easy. So my invitation to you, if you're concerned about a young person, is to look beyond the behavior. Don't just be worried about the way they speak to you, or them being rude maybe, or them being complaining. Try and see what it is that's beneath it. What is the need that's not being met there? How can we find out about their needs, what needs aren't being met? Remember that it's their subjective feeling of feeling safe, feeling belonging, feeling included, feeling interested. It's not so much about what we're thinking they should be feeling. It's how they experience reality right now. So for us, a good exercise would just be to take a moment and try and think of their perspective. What is it? What may be bothering them? What could that be? And then you want to be curious and ask them. But the way you want to ask them is, first of all, by giving them a lot of empathy. So suppose what bothers you is that your child's really rude. Your instinct wouldn't be to immediately be empathetic, but what would be really helpful is for you to take a deep breath and calm yourself down, and then talk to your child and ask them with curiosity and say, look, I can see things aren't that easy for you right now because you shouted earlier and I know you're a good person. So if you shouted, you must have had a good reason, and I'm curious to know what is going on and how I can help. So what you're doing here is you're giving some empathy, you're still being curious, and you give a child an opportunity to say what it is that's bothering them and get some help from you so that you can all work better as a team. So again, my invitation is to think about your child's needs behind every behavior, whether it's rude speech or anxiety or sadness. Behind every state of mind, there is a need that's probably not being met. And your job is together with your child to understand what this need is and what you could do as a team to better meet this need. Now, obviously, you can't always meet all these needs fully, and you need to balance the needs of everyone in the family. But this is the direction of thinking that's going to be helpful to you. And if you want to know more, I'm giving courses for the college, for the Human Givens College. I'm giving them regularly, so you can check this out, and you can also check my YouTube channel, Enjoy Your Children. There are going to be plenty of communication skills there that are going to help you put these understandings into practice. Thank you very much.